Year 6, Cambridge Checkpoint English.
Welcome to my YouTube channel, IGCSE English Kingdom.
Enjoying the content? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more. If you found this helpful, share it with your friends. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching.
Descriptive title, The Abandoned Treehouse. Key points. For a Year 6 Cambridge Checkpoint descriptive essay, 4 to 5 paragraphs is typically a good structure. Here's a suggested breakdown. Introduction. Set the scene by briefly introducing the treehouse in its forgotten state. Mention its location, for example, deep in the woods or at the edge of a field, and hint at the mystery or sadness surrounding its abandonment. Paragraph 1. Describe the visual aspects of the abandoned treehouse. Focus on the weathered wood, broken windows, or rusted nails. Paint a vivid picture of its decaying exterior and the surrounding nature reclaiming it. Paragraph 2. Explore the eerie or melancholic sounds around the treehouse, the creaking wood, rustling leaves, or distant birds. Include smells like the damp wood or moss that add to the sense of abandonment. Conclusion. Reflect on the overall feeling of discovering the treehouse. Express a sense of mystery, curiosity, or even sadness for what it once was and could have been. Sample essay, The Abandoned Treehouse. Introduction. Hidden deep within the overgrown forest, the old treehouse stood forgotten, its wooden planks weathered by time. Once a place filled with laughter and adventure, it now sat in silence, surrounded by towering trees and thick, creeping vines. The faded sign that once read Fort Adventure hung crookedly, barely legible, as if the memories of the past were slowly fading with it. Paragraph 1. The treehouse itself was in a state of decay. Its once sturdy walls were now cracked and splintered, with moss creeping up the sides like a green furry blanket. The small windows, which had once offered a clear view of the surrounding forest, were now broken, their shards scattered across the floor. From the rusted nails to the creaking ladder, everything spoke of years of neglect. Paragraph 2. The air around the treehouse was thick with the scent of damp wood and wet leaves. Every now and then a soft creak echoed as the wind whistled through the holes in the roof. Birds chirped in the distance, but no one came close to this forgotten relic. It felt as if nature was slowly reclaiming what was once a vibrant playhouse. Conclusion. Standing beneath it, one couldn't help but feel a sense of loss. The treehouse, once full of life and excitement, was now just a memory, slowly fading away into the forest that had once hidden it. Implicit phrases. 1. Overgrown forest, a dense, untamed forest, implying neglect and wildness. 2. Wooden planks weathered by time, old, worn-out wood, implying long-term exposure to the elements. 3. Once filled with laughter and adventure, implies that children used to play there, giving the treehouse a joyful past. 4. Sat in silence. The area is now quiet and empty, suggesting abandonment. 5. Creeping vines, vines slowly growing, implying that nature is taking over. 6. Sign hanging crookedly. A tilted sign suggests age and disrepair, reflecting the state of the treehouse. 7. Cracked and splintered walls. Broken walls imply decay and the passage of time. 8. Green, furry blanket of moss. Moss growing over surfaces, implying nature's dominance over man-made structures. 9. Windows broken, shards scattered, broken glass implying long abandonment and lack of care. 10. Rusting nails and creaking ladder implies old age and deterioration of the structure. 11. Thick scent of damp wood and wet leaves. The smell of rot and moisture emphasizing the decaying environment. 12. Soft creak echoed, the sound of the wood moving, implying instability and age. Advanced vocabulary. 1. Overgrown, covered with plants that have grown wild and unmaintained. 2. Weathered, worn down or changed by exposure to the elements, implying age. 3. Creeping, moving slowly and steadily, often associated with plants growing or spreading. 4. Faded, having lost brightness or color, implying old age or neglect. 5. Crookedly, not straight or aligned, suggesting disrepair. 6. Splintered, broken into sharp, thin pieces, indicating damage or fragility. 7. Moss, small green plants that grow in damp places, often covering surfaces, implying age and dampness. 8. Shards, sharp, broken pieces of something, often glass or ceramic. 9. Rust, a reddish-brown coating formed on metal by oxidation, implying age and exposure to moisture. 10. Creak, a long, high-pitched sound made by something old or worn when pressure is applied. 11. Relic, an old object that has survived from the past, often carrying historical or sentimental value. 12. Reclaiming, nature or elements taking back control of something man-made, implying decay or abandonment. 13. Towering, very tall or high, used to describe large trees in the forest. 14. Worn, damaged or eroded from frequent use or exposure, implying old age. 15. Thick, dense or heavy, often used to describe air or vegetation. 16. Decaying, gradually falling into ruin or deterioration, especially from neglect. 17. Cracked, broken without separating into pieces, indicating structural weakness or age.